Hello and welcome back to the farm in rural Thailand. Hope this video finds you well as always. Well, what happened to September? It started off with us in Chiang Mai, which is currently underwater now because they've had so much floods up there, so much rain. And then when we come back from Chiang Mai, I was on an aeroplane down to Chaham to go and see my brother. These are old photos of the last time my brother was over because I was sick. I've had 2 nights okay, and then the rest of the 8 days I was not feeling at all well. I think I got something from the air conditioning because we don't have aircon up here at all. So, but cold air blowing at me overnight, maybe, I don't know. But it took me quite a bit of time to actually get back on my feet once I was back home again. And I had no power. Some people said it was like a COVID, but whether it was or whether it wasn't, I don't know. I never got tested. I've got hiccups now. What you're looking at here is the festival. It happens every year. I think I did some video of it last year. Basically, we're giving the food and drink back to the land to say thank you very much for looking after us and giving us. It's like a harvest festival, I suppose. We would call it in like a harvest festival. But they come and they say prayers, and then they go and pour some of the whiskey or some of the beer on the land and say thank you. And everybody stayed around and had some food. King prawn over there, as you can see. Now, I'm not quite sure if you would actually indulge in some of these lover babies. No. They sort of squelch when you eat them. Not my cup of tea at all. Anyway, it was a good time had by all, and it was all paid for by Uncle with a new house, so thank you very much to him. As you can see, the roads were really bad, and the water was coming off the land quite fast. This is the lake or the river basically where Pip ended up in. He got sucked through, or she got sucked through the pipe from our land onto this I don't know what it is really. Is it a river? I suppose it's just the water coming off the land. What I'm trying to find here is the pipe that she got sucked through. Our land is actually behind me, and the reason I can't find it is because the sun's on the screen of my phone, so that's why it's hard to find. Anyway, there it is. That's the pipe, and at the end of the pipe you can see there's a net, and twice a day we went down to empty the net, and this is what was in it. Amazing Thailand, because the land has been bone dry for probably 2 months, 3 months. Everybody was saying the rain was late coming this year, and the rice was really suffering. But because our land had solar panels put into it, which means we could pump water from the well into the land, this is what it's given us. Nobody else has actually got it near us at all, because we're the only ones, with a solar panel for the water. And this fish is just literally, I don't know where it's come from, because the land was like sawdust or sand basically, and then all of a sudden this is what it's given us twice a day, this amount of food. Now, we don't actually make money. The only way the farm will make money is by selling the cows, but that fish actually raised 2,500 baht per day, because Diep was putting it into a kilo bag and going into the village and selling it, and people were buying it because not everybody was getting fish like that. Because it was so successful, Auntie, this is Auntie's land by the way, Auntie's house, Auntie suggested that we went into it in a slightly bigger way. So she paid for these tanks, and Diep went up to Surin and bought 3,000 fish, costing 110 English pounds for 3,000. Now, I'm not sure how much profit we're going to get when these babies get bigger, but hopefully we'll make at least double our money on it. So that's our tank there. The next tank on is Auntie's tank. You can see it's pumping air in there. This is Auntie's tank with her fish in there. I don't quite know how many's in there, but she had the 2 tanks, and sadly this one she lost 500 fish. There are some fish in there, but not many. She lost 500 because the air pipe became separated, so they basically all suffocated. Anyway, you haven't seen Auntie's land lately. This is her lake. It's absolutely full to the brim. We've had to open one of the gauges to let some of the water out. It's gone into the field, which is good. Auntie's still living in Bangkok. She's not actually living here. She only comes up now and again. So nobody's actually staying here. Chai comes over twice a day and turns the electric on for the water in the fountains, just to irrigate the water for the fish in the lake. Now, I wanted to show you this. This is the bottom of our land on the right hand side. Our farm is on the left, and this is our neighbour's rice. As you can see here, it's almost ready. It's like wheat, I suppose, with at the end of it, but that's rice. I say, why is that rice taller and looks like it's ready for cutting more than ours? Well, it turns out that that's what they call sticky rice. It's a different grade of rice. It's not such a good quality of rice that we are growing. Evidently we're growing top quality rice, so we should get top dollar for it, as they say. If you go up that road there, that will take you to the village. You go up there, it's probably about 2 miles away. If you go down there, you're going to go on a circuit. I'm going to take you around where I take the dogs in the evening. So this is the bottom of our land, and as you can see, Chai and Dieppe are cutting grass. We do this twice a day at the moment because we're feeding the cows. That's the farm in the distance up the top. So you're basically looking up from the bottom of our land up to the top, and we're cutting grass, and that's what you're feeding the cows on every day. We're not using the straw quite so much, only if we go out and we need something easier to do and something quicker. This is Auntie's land now, so we come further up that road and you come to the top end of Auntie's land. You can see they've cut the grass along the pathway because that was sort of all overgrown. They've already cut the grass. Right, so we're going to go down that road and turn right, and you come to this bit. Auntie's land is over there. That's her blue house over there. So you can see we're going to go around in a big square. And this is other people's rice. As you can see, it's not quite as far forward as the first lot I showed you, but again, it amazes me how it grows because the soil is just literally sand. So now we're at the bottom of Auntie's land. Auntie's house is up there. We're looking at the sunset, which is what we were doing when we first started, and that's our land. Well, it's Auntie's land, but it's our rice. So we've planted that, so when it comes to cutting, we will benefit from that. So this is a little bit further along where you could see the water coming along. You can't quite see how quick that's travelling, but it is moving quite fast along there. And down there where my finger was, just a bit further along, you come to our land. So there's our gate. So this is our land, which is where we were catching the fish from. Up the top there is a solar panel. You can just about see it in the corner. And the electric fence, that's sister's land next door. So yeah, so our rice is not quite as far forward as the other rice. You saw the sticky rice, but as I say, I'm told it's quite good quality. So the pipe goes underneath there. You can see where it's been dug up and comes out, and it goes back into here. And you can see here by the water how much is coming off the land. So all that land in the distance, all that rice in the distance, is literally where the water's coming off, and it's filling that sort of a lake and then filtering through into the reservoir down to the bottom. It goes down the bottom. Okay, so if you then carry on a bit further up the road, you come to this bit here, and that's our farm over there. So we're now right the way round. You can see the sunset. So we've gone right the way round in a big square. And this is other people's rice. You can see it's almost ready to cut. That's blacking all out of puff. because he's literally walked or run all the way through. You can see the rice on the top there. It's not that far away from cutting. In fact, I think tomorrow we've got the guys coming to service a hay baler. They're coming to service it, so when we get back from doing my visa, I've got to go and do the visa at the end of the month, because I've been here a year, or just over a year. I came on the 21st of September was my anniversary. 3 years I've been here now, which is dead scary. So I've got to go and renew my visa later this month. We're going on the 27th of the month, so I'll be in Jomtien doing my visa renewal. Anyway, so I hope you found it interesting. Not quite so much to talk about, really, mainly because I was ill for the first part of the month. I had no go. Then we lost the internet for a while. So the beginning of the month was a bit of a sort of a no-no, but hopefully you still found it a bit interesting, and maybe the next video I put up will be a bit more interesting. Anyway, so this has been Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. People, hopefully I will catch you again soon.